Shalom, shalom. I first want to begin the lesson off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops at Great Millstone who've taught me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and salutations to the brothers out there pushing this truth, the 100% truth out there on the highways and the byways, the Akim, as well as you few sisters out there listening and learning. To Akwath, to you also I say Shalom. It is your brother Khatzak Barbacker with another lesson through the spirit. And I just wanted to come at y'all with something quick and Lord willing edifying on this beautiful day. God damn, nigga, the light just turned green. It's lucky. We're dealing with Jake. You also are going to be dealing with ignorance. Nonetheless, though, I just wanted to come at y'all with something quick and Lord willing edifying, like I was saying. I just want to declare fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm not using this article by any monetary means. I'm just using it for educational purposes only, to show the viewers and whatnot, to edify them. Now, what we have on here, once again, is a classic case of judgment, but it goes beyond that, right? We're seeing things like this happen in other countries, so best believe that very soon it's going to come to America. It says, judge shot dead while heading to gym without her bodyguards, right? You seen another politician from a few months back, probably either at the beginning of this year or sometime last year. I want to say she was a Honduran politician or something like that. She was one of the Latin tribe nations, but that lady got a bomb thrown at her and it exploded on her head. Now, she did not die, but as we say, or through the scriptures, what the scriptures say, fuck what we say, what the scriptures say. 2nd Ezra 15 and 16, right? There will be sedition among men, meaning revolting. Very soon, you're going to start seeing more and more of these type of cases show up in America, right? You had CEOs getting deleted. What was that, 1 or 2 years ago? Maybe last year. CEOs of big companies, Fortune 500 companies, right, getting killed. CEOs, top executives, right? You know what I'm saying? Judges and stuff like that. You had a guy in the Philippines who got a whole rocket launcher shot at him when they tried to delete him in his van. If you haven't seen that video, do your homework, okay? But with that being said, man, with everything going on in this country right now, best believe that the people are going to end up revolting against the government, like the elder brother said at camp the other day, right? You're going to start seeing people revolt. Number one of the reasons is because, like I said, you're going to have people asking, why is America even involved in this war? What does America have to do with Iran, right? You're going to have people asking simple questions like that. You're going to have people wondering, why does it cost X amount of dollars to purchase oil and gas, right? Why is it so high, yet we're getting paid very, very little wages, to where we have to 60% plus of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, right? They can barely afford to live. They're living to work, right? They're not working to live. They're living to work, because you have people who quite literally, their only means of staying alive and having a life is working. So they're working themselves to death. You're going to have people calling out stuff like that, right? So, let me see. Judicial combat body. A serious attack against justice and rule of law in Ecuador. And a statement released on Monday. She was shot that day while traveling by her car to the gym. So her 2 bodyguards were not with her when the incident took place, which is kind of sketchy, because why would your bodyguards not be with you when you're going to the gym early in the morning? America could have something to do with this. I wouldn't be surprised. Esau Edom is a damn cunning snake who's losing his wisdom. At least 16 judges or prosecutors have been deleted in Ecuador since 2022. Like I said, these things are going to start becoming more and more common, right? And Matthew 10 and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, is what I'm trying to say. Because iniquity shall abound and love and many shall wax cold. So best believe iniquity has been flourishing, has been coming up more and more, has been spreading more and more. Therefore, these types of things are going to come to America. Just like all the other plagues that these countries are going through. And even more and worse for Babylon. Because they've been the forefront or the forerunner for spreading iniquity for years. So best believe that's going to come to this place, right? Let's see. Around 70% of the drugs produced by Colombia and Peru. Oh, I'm tripping. It's the wrong damn turn. On Donald Trump's allies, the president Daniel Noboa has prioritized targeting cocaine traffickers since he came to power in 2023. Yeah. But and then on top of that, Isaiah 19 and 4 Egyptians shall go against Egyptian, man. Talking about civil war and whatnot. So best believe America is headed to an anarchy state. They're headed to an anarchy state, right? A place where society will be a dystopia. You can see the signs of it heading. You can see the signs of America heading there, right? Through small changes that they've made throughout the course of the year. And with that, they also implemented the draft, bringing forth martial law, right? Through these, they call them stormtroopers, whatnot, whatever. All that is in preparation because they know that Donald Trump or whoever is going to make some big moves that's going to piss off the American people, and they're expecting them to revolt, right? They're expecting y'all to revolt and not comply. They're going to have to, right? The MOTB is going to be coming on a mass scale. They're going to implement it on a mass scale, and there are going to be people that are going to revolt against that as well, or rebel. So you got to pay attention to the things going on in the news, what's going on with scriptures, whatever, what's going on with the signs of the times that we're in. Because for people to still be saying in the big 2026 that the world is not ending, thinking that this is life, that we're supposed to be stuck here in this hellish type conditions, is a damn fool, and they're gonna perish in Jacob's trouble, man. It's like there's no help for them at all, for people like that, because the Lord has severely put a spiritual veil over their eyes so that they cannot see what's going on in the world today. So you don't want to be in that case or in, that lot of that state. Let me just pull out and start going 2 miles per hour. Is what this person in front of me just said. But you don't want to be in that case or in that state, because that's a very scary state to be in. The fact that you don't know or can't tell that nothing is going on at all. And that's, that includes our moms, our dads, whatever. Not my dad per se, but just talking, right? Your relatives, whoever, cousins, uncles, nephews, sons, whatever, right? If they can't see that the Lord is doing the work in our time, then they're going to be destroyed. It's as simple as that. And especially speaking to the Israelites, the 2/3. You see things like this, I always liken it unto the story of Joseph, telling the Egyptians about 7 years of prosperity and 7 years of famine and death and mourning, right? There was a famine spreading throughout that region, right? It was in a surrounding land such as Canaan and whatnot, where Jacob and his sons were placed. People didn't see, oh, well, shit, it's a famine going on, right? It's spreading. Y'all think it's not spreading. Oh, okay. The Lord said that, you can prepare yourself for this famine. It's still not going to save you. You're still going to die. Liken that unto America, right? That was ancient Egypt. This is modern day Sodom and Egypt. Liken that unto today. They think they can save themselves. They're trying to do everything they can in their power to stop the judgment that the Lord has coming for them. And it just ain't going to work, Esau. It's not going to work. So, Lord willing, that lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. I'm going to close it off there by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone, once again, who've taught me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel, Shalom. And as always, we're one day closer to the kingdom, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom.